Hi, my name is Gihyun Kim. I will present our paper in this video. The title is Exploring Adversarial Robustness of Vision Transformer in the Spectral Perspective. Adversarial attack, which fools deep neural network to have wrong answer, has been widely investigated for convolutional neural network. Recently, vision transformer emerged as another promising architecture for computer vision. Therefore, the robustness of vision transformers against adversarial attacks has started to be researched. Comparing adversarial robustness between CNNs and transformers do not reach consistent conclusions. One group makes the conclusion that transformers are more robust against gradient-based attacks, including FGSM, PGD, and CNW. And they show the adversarial vulnerability of CNNs might be caused by a high-frequency dependent property, which is not applicable to VITs. The other group claims that VITs can be vulnerable as CNNs in specific condition or situation. Although many researches to investigate adversarial robustness of VITs have been conducted, analyzing robustness of VITs in frequency domain has been not explored yet. Therefore, this paper aims to investigate the adversarial robustness of transformers in frequency perspective and conduct in-depth analysis to explore the frequency-dependent behaviors and importance of spectral information in transformers. We formulate a unified attack framework that is capable of perturbating images both spatially and spectrally. The Fourier transform of an image can be split into two components, the magnitude and phase spectra. The attacked image is generated by the combination of multiplicate magnitude perturbation, additive phase perturbation, and additive pixel perturbation. The optimization process of the perturbations is inspired by the CNW L2 attack, which minimizes the L2 difference between the original and adversarial images to keep the amount of perturbation as small as possible, while the cross-entropy loss is maximized to fool the classifier. This figure shows an adversarial examples where each magnitude, phase, and pixel components is perturbed using our attack framework. It can be observed that attacking different components induces different distortion patterns in the image. The distortion pattern also varies depending on the target model. The figures shows the result in terms of attack success rate with respect to PSNR. We first compare various attacks implemented using our unified attack framework. For SNF50, the pixel attack appears to be the strongest, while the phase attack is the strongest for swing base, which shows that the flexible frequency domain attack is able to overcome the limitation of the pixel attack, primarily perturbing high frequency information. Next, comparison of vulnerability of models by each attack type is conducted. Transformers are either equally or more robust than CNNs under the pixel attack, but are more vulnerable to the phase attacks when attack success rate is relatively high. To study how the phase attack affects the spectral characteristics of images, we apply the Fourier transform to the difference between the original and attacked images, analyze the magnitude in various frequency regions. For CNNs, the distortion is concentrated on the high frequency regions, whereas the low frequency regions are mainly distorted in the vision transformers. Since CNNs and transformers rely more on high and low frequency information respectively, the phase attack effectively injects perturbation in such vulnerable frequency regions. In conclusion, the vulnerability of models to adversarial attacks is highly dependent on the type of attack and the frequency regions where the perturbations are injected. The frequency domain should be considered when evaluating and improving the robustness of deep learning models. Here is the reference, and thanks very much for listening.